This is my first video. I am going to be debunking, I guess, or criticizing a video by a YouTuber named Blaque, Blaque. And the title of the video is Being Colorblind plus Equity. And she put colorblind in quotes because I'm sure she's going to say that being colorblind is not an excuse for something. So let's see, it's only 4 minutes long, so this can't be a long video.
So, in a lot of the conversations that I've had recently about race, I've had a lot of people coming to me with what I assume are good intentions and saying that they don't see race. They tell me that they don't see me as black, they see me as a person. And they tell me that they don't judge me because of my race. Now, while I think that the concept of being colorblind is a great one, I also think that there are a couple of issues with it, and that's what this video is going to be about.
I'm sorry, but what issues could there be with someone treating you like a person and not like what the color of your skin is? Oh, sorry, dog wants to come in. Or not. I don't really see the problem here. It seems to me that there was this one man, I forget his name, Martin Luther or something. He said that to not judge people by the color of their skin, but the content of their character. What was his name? We'll think about it later.
Now, one of the reasons why this bothers me so much is that every single time I have a conversation about systematic racism, I always have a person, usually a white person,
Usually a white person, of course, because they're the ones who are systematically blind to their oppression. There's so-called oppression that they don't even see that they are oppressing other people.
Telling me that they don't see color and that they're colorblind. And this is usually said with a very smug, very, I'm more evolved than you,
No, it's not, actually. It's usually said by people who are humanitarians or humanism type people who say, I don't judge people by the color of their skin or what race they are or what color their eyes are. I judge people by the content of their character. Someone who was a civil rights leader said a very famous quote, and I just cannot remember his name.
More progressive than you undertone. There are many people, usually white people, who enter into these conversations and say that my simple discussion about racism is inherently racist because I'm specifying between black and white people. And
I would agree. I guess I kind of would agree. If you're dividing a line and giving attributes to certain people, that's stereotypical, but I guess not really racist.
In other words, I see race and they don't, and that makes them just so much more progressive than I am.
It makes them a human being. It makes them what Martin Luther King, I remember his name, surprised you don't know of him, fought for during the Civil Rights Movement.
And then there's always this conversation about equality and how I don't believe in equality because I'm seeing people as white. Well, let's talk about equality. Now, a lot of these colorblind people seem to think that equality is simply this vague suggestion that everyone is created equally and that we all have the same opportunities to succeed in.
We do. There's no denying that. Sure, some people may experience more of a struggle because they're lower class, but whatever color you are, you have an equal chance to succeed. There's no getting around that fact.
Country. This is something that I hear them say often, and it, to be honest, overlooks what equality actually is. Now, let's say that equality is everybody having the opportunity to pick an apple out of a tree. Let's say that the apple is 7 feet high. If you are 6 feet tall, all you have to do is raise your hand a little and you've pretty much got the apple. Someone who's, say, 4 feet tall, is going to have to use a stepping stool in order to get the apple. And someone who's 2 feet tall is going to have to get an entire ladder in order to climb up the tree to get the apple.
But isn't the point here that you can achieve equality? Yeah, obviously, people are going to have different struggles individually when trying to reach for the same goal. In your example, getting the apple is a symbol that they have, I guess, succeeded. Equality does not mean that everyone gets to the destination in the exact same way. It means that they all at least get to the destination. And in your example, you've shown that everyone gets to the destination. You can't have a homogenized path that people follow to success, because everyone is different, and it's irrelevant what race or creed they happen to be.
So just because everybody has the same opportunity, it doesn't mean that everyone has the same access. We can't make everybody 6 feet tall. So we have to give them the tools in order to help them proceed to their goals. And that's what equality looks like. A lot of people, generally people of privilege, seem to think that the vague suggestion of equality is enough. But it isn't.
I'm sorry, but do we really need to give people the tools for equality? Or can the people go out there and provide or make their own tools to truly become equal? Because I feel like that would be a lot better option than patronizing people and saying, hey, you can't do this, you're too stupid, or you aren't tall enough. So, here, how about we give you a little boost? Fucking patronizing.
We have to acknowledge, first of all, that racism is real, and that it exists, and that because of that...
Everyone knows this. This is something that no one denies.
There are certain rights and privileges that have been afforded to white people that were not afforded to...
That's where I don't agree with you. What rights and privileges have been afforded to white people? I want to know. Seriously. Tell me.
People of color. If you truly want to end racism...
You're not going to tell me. Okay, great.
You're going to acknowledge those differences and come with us to fight against racism.
So, we're going to acknowledge the things that we don't even know that we have, these privileges we don't even know exist, if they even do exist, and we're going to fight to bring down these privileges that white people have. What about the privileges black people have? What about affirmative action? What about, there's so many privileges black people have. I mean, now there's cultural appropriation. If a black person makes it, no one else has anything to do with it then. You are honestly fanning the flame. You're fueling your own fire, basically.
And speaking of differences, equality also isn't denying or ignoring that I'm black. Telling me that you don't see me as black is not a compliment. I am...
Actually, I think it would be a compliment, because I thought we were past, the whole race thing. Like, obviously people will still be racist, but if someone's being genuine with you and really is trying to connect with you, and they say, you know what, I don't see you as a black person. I don't see you as a Muslim. I don't see you as a Christian. I see you, as your individual self. And this is the problem with these kinds of people. They are all about collectivism. They need to fit into a circle. They need to fit into a circle because they never fit into a circle their whole life. They don't understand the concept that everybody is different. That's what they don't understand.
Black. And black is beautiful. Equality is acknowledged.
Black is beautiful. No other color is beautiful. I can smell the racism.
That yes, we all have our differences, but we also have our commonality. To me, a unified world looks like a world where we're all celebrating our differences and not pretending that they don't exist.
Being colorblind is not pretending that that other races don't exist. Being colorblind is saying we know all colors exist. That's inherent in being colorblind. You know that all of the colors are there. You just don't choose to focus on it because no good comes out of it. This is what comes out of focusing on color.
If you're a white person who says that you don't see color, my question to you is, how often do you say that to another white person? Anyway,
I don't say it to another white person because most white people aren't concerned about color. Most decent people are concerned about color. Most black people are not concerned about color. It's just you.